Yo, so I know I said I was gonna upload the podcast episode on Monday. Things kinda just got in the way, as things tend to do. So basically, I'm uploading it today. It's either Thursday or Friday by the time I'm uploading this. I'm recording it Thursday evening at, I don't know what time it is, but recording it Thursday evening, probably at 7 or 8 p.m. Something happened to me today that really just reminded me to upload an episode and really just gave me some content. There's no specific verse I'm going over this this chapter. This episode. But I just want to tell a little story and tell how you can apply it in a biblical view. True story happened to me about a few hours ago, actually. I was at the gym, Planet Fitness, go into the locker room, put my stuff in the locker, and I go do all my workout. I did biceps and chest and shoulders, back. So I do all my workout, I'm locked in. I'm listening to the Bryce Crawford, his new sermon that he preached at Liberty University, which is one of the places I want to go. What's it, my armrest? One of the places I want to go, Liberty University. By the way, I know it's dark in here. It's nighttime. My light's not lighting, so I don't know. But yeah, I would do my workout. I had those lockers at the gym. So I open the locker, I put my stuff in, and I go do my workout, listen to my sermon. Come back in the locker room, I'm like, man, I can't wait to go home. It's gonna be a good night at home because I got my workout done. I don't have to work out at home, in the hot sun, and I get to just chill and hang with my family. And it was already a rough day today at school, I'll tell you that. Some things happen. I'm not gonna say them on here, but some things happen that made me forget my significance, satisfaction, and security in Jesus for a little bit. I forgot all that because I was too focused on these. I was idolizing those things. But I go back in the locker room to get all my stuff to leave, get in the car, and go home. I open my locker, and there's nothing in there. I'm like, what is going on? Where'd my stuff go? I just played it off. I was like, maybe I opened the wrong locker. I opened the next locker next to it. Still nothing in there. I'm like, okay, open the next locker, nothing in there. I go through all the lockers. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in the locker room, bro. My keychain with my keys on it. All my keychains and stuff are on that keychain with the lanyard. Minnesota Timberwolves lanyard, my favorite basketball team. Protein shake in there. Some stuff was in there. And it all got stolen. And I checked the trash can, and there's a empty 26, 24 grams of protein Fairlife chocolate shake, and that's exactly what I had. And it wasn't there before. Well, I don't know if it was, but I'm assuming it wasn't there before because it's mine. And I just felt violated, because stuff happens, you feel violated. Like someone steals something from you, even if it's not personal, you still feel violated. But what I came to realize was, one, Jesus understands the feeling of that feeling of having everything taken away from, undeservingly having everything taken away from you, and having bad treatment done to you undeservingly. But connecting with that is because of us, our sinful hearts. He's felt that. He's felt the deep feeling of feeling violated and unrespected. Jesus, every time we sin, Jesus feels violated, unrespected, because when he was on that cross, he was beaten, mocked, tortured, skin ripped off his back. You couldn't recognize him as a human, But he did it for the joy set before him. He did it joyfully because he loves us. He did it gratefully. He loved us so much that he was willing to do that for us. He was willing. He wanted to do it. It wasn't just like, oh, I have to do this for you because God told me to, because he was God, right? It wasn't just I'm being forced to do this because it's what has to happen, I guess. But he of course he was scared, anxious, and sad for it to happen. As we see in the Garden of Gethsemane, before it happens, he was sweating blood. He was sweating blood because of how anxious and scared he was for it to happen. He wasn't anxious. He was becoming uncomfortable. He was growing in a sense that he was already starting to feel the sinfulness. So he wasn't anxious because he's perfect. He hasn't been anxious because he knows what's coming. But he was starting to feel it already. He was in the garden, sweating blood. He was starting to feel it already. He was starting to feel the weight of sin already. So he was sweating blood. So if anyone can understand your pain, the feeling of being violated, it's Jesus, because we do that to him. We violate him every time we sin. He died specifically to set us free from sin, not to sin. So Jesus can relate to you. He can understand. And the two topics of this episode, there's not one specific. There's probably two. Which are those two? You can understand. Jesus can understand you and resonate with you, because he came down to this earth to live a perfect life, to show us that it's possible. He felt everything we felt. He's never asking us to do something that he hasn't already done himself. He's felt everything that this human walk comes with, that the life of a human being comes with. So he's felt it all. So he's not asking anything too big, because he's proven by coming down to earth that it's possible to live a life like that. And two, the next topic is that we hurt him every time we sin. So you need to overcome sin, bro. You need to quit living in a lifestyle of sin. There's two types of people I've learned. God's been speaking to me a lot recently about this. There's two types of people. There's the one that doesn't know Christ, who needs to find Christ. That's not the second person. The person who doesn't know Christ needs to find Christ, because he doesn't even know Christ. He doesn't know where to find that fulfillment. He doesn't know how to gain all that. He doesn't know how to feel Christ. He might not even know who Christ is. He might not know what Christ can do for him. And the second dude, he knows who Jesus is. He's a Christian, but he's not completely submitted and following Jesus Christ, so he's not being able to feel the fullness of Jesus Christ. And whichever one you are, I just pray that you would come to realize it, and that sin would no longer bound you, because whenever God gets involved, chains break, stones roll, doors open, and you're no longer bound to sin. Because when God gets involved, all that stuff happens. He unbinds you from the sin. You're no longer bound from sin. He sets you free. And you're going to go through trials. You're going to go through persecution. You're going to go through temptations. You're going to go through just hard times in general. But even in the valley of the shadow of darkness, you don't need to fear any evil, because he's with you. He comforts you. In Psalms, David says this: his rod and staff comfort you. So you don't need to be fearful or scared of whatever happens in your walk with Christ. You just need to know that, man, these things are happening to me. I feel violated. I feel persecuted. I feel tempted. I feel ashamed. And whatever feeling that you're feeling. But Jesus is with you all the time through all those. He can always comfort you. You just have to draw near to him. Don't let go, because if you let go, once you're being tempted, once you're going through trials, persecution, temptations, whatever it is of this world, once you let go of Jesus and take your eyes off of Jesus, as we see, I'm pretty sure it's Matthew 22, as we see in Matthew 22, I think, whenever Jesus is guiding Peter on the waters to come to him, as he's on the water, as he's walking on the water, he guides Peter to come towards him. Peter is doing all good. He keeps his eyes on Jesus. But the second he takes his eyes off of Jesus, he falls. He starts to stumble, and he starts to drown. So when we're in trials and we're trying to trust Jesus, the second we take our eyes off of Jesus, right when we take our eyes off of Jesus, we'll start to drown. We'll start to stumble. We just need to keep going. We just need to keep on keeping our faith in Jesus. Just keep on keeping on, because Jesus wants you. He loves you. But he's going to put you through those trials, because they build character, they build resilience, they build steadfastness. And we don't need to quit. We don't need to stop those trials, because there's a reason they're happening. We can't stop those, because once we try to stop them, God will just bring another one. Not bring. He'll allow another one so that it can sharpen us. Sorry, I'm making a lot of mistakes right now. That's what I'm saying. But I like to make these episodes unfiltered, so it's not like I'm trying to be all perfect. But yeah, Jesus is always with you, all the time. So you can feel comforted. Whatever you're going through, you can just feel comforted that you have him with you. And keep your eyes on Jesus, and keep your house built on the rock. Keep Jesus as your foundation of your life. Because if your life is founded on sand, which is sinfulness, worldly desires, fleshly pleasures, you're not gonna feel fulfilled, and you're just gonna instantly sink. Your house is gonna be blown over, but in the storms. But if you're founded on Jesus Christ, the rock, if you're founded on him, because the rock who has all the wisdom, the rock who loves you, Jesus Christ loves you so much that he died for you. If you're founded on him, then your house won't be blown away once trials and tribulations come. So let's pray. Dear God, I just pray for whoever's watching this, whatever trials they're going through, God. I pray that you would deliver them from their sin, first of all. Help them be delivered. Help them be no longer bound to their sin, God. Because when you get involved, chains break, doors open, stones roll, and we are no longer bound to sin when you get involved. So God, I pray for whoever's watching this, whatever sin they're going through, they would know that. And Jesus, I pray if anyone's just going through persecution, trials, temptations in general, I pray that you just help them through that and help them keep their eyes fixed on you throughout those trials and tribulations of their life, God. Pray for the rest of their week that they would have an amazing week. I pray for my week that I had an amazing rest of my week, Jesus. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for your son, God. It's in your precious and holy name I pray. Amen. Guys, I'll see you next week's episode. Actually, I'll see you in tomorrow's verse of the day, but yeah, God bless.